For our first session, I asked architect Anand to take the stand for his lecture.
A small interjection here at this stage. A small fun tidbit again about Anand Iyer. I believe he is a multidisciplinary person and comes is indulged in so many things. One of the things he says is he has actually worked in a call center for very many months. You know, we sometimes wonder, what has call center got to do with architecture kind of thing. But yesterday I was listening to Boman Irani's Josh Talks, and he talks about his journey from a struggle from a very he had a huge lisp and his dyslexia condition, and he was talking at a school, talking to children as to the kind of challenges when you're in a school, people make fun of you, and he says his condition was so bad that till the seventh standard he never opened his mouth because he was so scared of. So step by step, the struggle that he has done to reach where he is now, and he says, I tasted success only at the age of 44 or 45, when he landed the Munnabai role, and then the fame, and then the autograph seeking kind of thing that he has. And he says, I think it's a very interesting session, interesting talk even for all of us. So just like when I was listening to Anand Iyer's background, and he has indulged in so many things, I think it all adds to richness, and everything. Every experience that you have is not lost. Actually, it adds up to your personality. It contributes in some way or the other in the days that you come. May not be immediately, but I think whole set of experiences will make you a better architect. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm overwhelmed before a lecture. Now, this is usually not the case. I'm immediately overwhelmed simply because of the way Mr. Berry has spoken. And, the audience may think that we know each other very well or something. If we put together all the time we've spent together in life, it'd be probably 1 hour or something, probably 2 hours in life, okay, which is and even if you put the event together, when you don't actually interact, it'd be 1 day. That's it. No, I'm overwhelmed simply because, like he says, it is dil khol ke bol. He feels what he says, and it is to be you may not like it, you may not appreciate it, but it is to be taken. Often it takes 24 hours, it takes 24 days or more for something to sink in. The thing is to do something about it. You have to feel bad when you have to feel bad. You have to feel great when you have to feel great. So I'm overwhelmed by that. Much of whatever Aurobindo says, you can probably ignore about me, except that last line which said, his heart is in history and humanities. And I'm just sad that it took me 45 years to kind of realize that actually that is all I love. And these 8 months have been a blessing in so many ways. We probably need to meet each other, all the students, for me to tell you what blessings are. This is a blessing. I don't know how this lecture even happened. I was there when the college was inaugurated, when we did a lovely function, when there were dreams. And there were much that we fought, we brainstormed, we wrote about. And suddenly, after 5 years, Mr. Mendonca remembers me and says, you must do this. This is opportunity. Opportunity comes from heaven. You have to then meet the opportunity with effort. And when you meet it with effort, you got to meet it, bindas. So I can only be thankful for the opportunity. And Berry साहब माफ कीजिएगा, आज आपने काफी कुछ कहा जो हमने लिया है, दिल में लिया है, सोचेंगे, पर आज थोड़ा रूमानी हो जाए. Today, let us suspend all. This is what I feel. The world seems to be a sad place. I don't know why. While there is immense happiness within, you may need to be mad for it. So I think the last couple of weeks, I've been surrounded by Shams of Tabriz and Rumi, of course. A certain amount of madness sometimes then makes you see things, and I'm very happy because the topics today were chosen by beads. I just said, listen, what do you want? You tell me what you want. And oh my God, they've chosen something that is a challenge, not done before. And I had to put it together. So it's just a question of, यहाँ दिल्ली में they say, तेरी तो अभी बोल दिया करना है. Let us see, unless I start, how will I improve? So that's the approach which I'm doing it. Mr. Mendonza, there is a much more simple reason for that call center business. People can guess. It paid the bills. Okay. I have all the rejection letters from great architecture firms in that country where I was. I still have kept them because they are a reminder to me of opportunity denied. And this call center paid the bills, but while it paid the bills, I made some terrific friends. And these are, you let 20 years go by in a person's life, people do a variety of things. And, it's amazing if somebody plays the lead guitar in a group, or if somebody is a neurochemist now. But I also wrote this essay. That was at the back of my mind. I was studying what's called critical theory. I shouldn't bore the audience with it. But these call centers are the new factories. They are the new mills. They are labor in a different form. And I simply chronicled my experiences of how people are made to work. You can even happily make people work. It's called motivation. So that's the essay that came out of it. It scored very good marks. So in a way, I paid my bills. I got good marks. I made great friends. I don't know if an architecture office could have done that for me, So no, but very simple reason was that things tie up. Things tie up, like you say, in a pattern. So I'm going to jump right into this. And students, you'll have to bear with me. Greetings to all of you. It's a pleasure for me to be with you, albeit virtually. It's crazy. I'm sure most of you, but surely me, I'm still getting used to this whole virtual business. I don't think I've met Mr. Berry virtually in my life. Of course, neither Mr. Mendonza. So this is a little ridiculous, but at any time, Aurobindo, please, you would be in touch with the students. But if anybody is unable to kind of get in touch or has a problem or anything, please ping me. My phone is on for you, Aurobindo.
Okay, I'll do that.
Need to interrupt. Yeah, you're the master here. So I'll just get into this. And now comes this crazy thing of finding out we are in Google Meet. So one goes to present now. I go to tab, I suppose, and I'll go to rhythm. I go to share. Now, Aurobindo, you'll have to tell me, can you see this?
Yes, we can. We can.
Brilliant, brilliant. So I'll tell you, there are many ways in which you can count your blessings. This lecture is one of them because you see, I don't know if it's Aurobindo or Mr. Mendonza or somebody who chose this topic out of many things. It is damn difficult. You see, it is something that you feel. It is not something that can be spelled out. To speak about rhythm is stupid. If you are silent, you close your ears, close your eyes, and then you can feel something inside. That is the pulse of your life, deep within. You go to a mountainside, close your eyes, and you can feel nature in front of you. This is what the class should be. In architecture, it's even tougher. Yeah. But let's see what best I can do. I got some terrific help from 500 years ago. So the lecture is plainly in two parts. One is to know what rhythm is. It's a crazy word. It doesn't even have a vowel, So somehow it's managed to be there. and the second part would be just a master class. And I don't know, nowadays I see people who are 25 and 30 years old doing master classes. Personally, I feel only masters, and if you're a lover of history, you're a bit at a disadvantage with the present because you don't have that critical distance. Oh my God, there are people who have done such terrific work. We would be fools to imagine that we can do something great unless we take from that and apply it. Yeah, we'll get into Rumi nations later. I'll go straight into this. So this is part one, understanding rhythm. I'm also conscious of time. Aurobindo, do ping me if we go late on this one. Try to make it quick. This is something your faculty must have taught you, and this lecture is for the students, of course. There are various principles of designs. My job here is not to enumerate them. My job here is to lead to rhythms. I'm just choosing some principles. Okay, these are not elements. Elements can be seen in different ways. If you want Platonic individual elements, a lovely book for all of you, which of course you would have heard of, is I don't know. Aravinda, can you see the screen as video as well or no?
It's difficult to see the screen.
But you can see me. You can see my face or no?
Yes, we can.
So there's Form, Space and Order, Francis Chain. Yeah, standard book. Back then we didn't have money, so I did a task of just drawing the book for myself. It was 30 years. It's quite an exercise, You didn't have photocopy machines at that time. Anyway, so read that book. You got elements, column, wall, window, roof. You got other elements as well, which are put together elements like plinth, body, base, head. These are principles. Now, these are some principles I have chosen. You can't see them, because they use the elements, they underlie, they weave the elements together. So unity you get by similarity, you get a certain containment within which you see the similarity. Things come close, you see that they are similar, and then there is an amount of repetition in them. Go to Churchgate Station and you see unity. Go to a bazaar and you feel the unity. I have felt it in a class as well. We are one and we are just looking and feeling different. Okay, this is unity. This happens, it can happen in architecture as well. Harmony is when it comes together to make a pleasing whole, where the relations and the proportions are correct. A good dish tastes very well, okay, when things come together very well. For them to come together, the relation between the parts and the proportion between the parts needs to be perfect. That's what's important. Scale, proportion, I'm sure you have done this, so I'm not getting too much into this, but all I'm saying is you get into what is rhythm. Now rhythm, rhythmos, and there is a Proto-Indo-European root to it. It's a flow. It is movement. Now, if you are in space, you think of movement in space. If you're in time, you think of movement in time, which is why I said, when you close your eyes and ears, you feel the rhythm inside. Now, that is a combination of space and time, which is within you, Antar Akasha. Okay, it is the Chit Akasha, not the Bhoot Akasha, not the space which is outside, but the space which is inside. Now, when you work in 2D, you get a pattern which forms certain repetition of elements. So you get jalis, or your faculty must have taught you, you can see patterns in nature. Rhythm is somehow these pattern, there is a system about it in which they repeat. And now how do you know it's a system and not just a pattern? Is that you create this either through space or time, the pattern changes or it repeats. The minute a pattern repeats, it creates this tempo, it creates this pulse, and then every once in a while one you can exaggerate. So that's where instead of a hierarchy and a balance, you get emphasis. Okay, now this is something that, like I said, it's stupid to talk about. You can only do it. I'd love to come over to Beat sometime and do it probably. Remember, balance में ना जब symmetry होता है, suppose you're talking visual balance, of course. सिमेट्री है तो एसिमेट्री भी है. एसिमेट्री करना बड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, सिमेट्री करना बड़ा इजी है. So to break the symmetry is an exercise that an architect has. Now I'm talking at a certain level. I know that there are second years, third years, fourth years all here. The juniors, if you don't understand something, try and catch Aurobindo, catch your seniors. But play like a child, play with blocks, like a child play with, give yourself squares and rectangles, give yourself circles. Oh, they are mad. And you will find that it is very easy to do symmetry. Asymmetry is the tough one. So now then you get a certain play. खेल होता है between things. The minute there is a play, vartalap, then you start getting this way. The rhythm is like the pulse under the pattern. It is under the pattern. It is the underlying order of the patterns. So if I take different arts, and I'm not going to be extensive again, very quick. You take lines or you take shapes or you take colors, and the empty space in between is very important. And I can't tell you how important that empty space is. That's how you get that pattern in space. The empty space is the cause of the pattern in space. So if I just take you through the slide here, mass, void, you can see this. Then you get two masses and a void, two masses and a void, two masses and a void, two masses, void, mass, void, two masses, void, mass, void, two. Or what I can simply do, because rhythm is just tuned to music. So this for me is a musical chart. I don't know if I'm sure a lot of you love different kinds of music. There's artificial music nowadays. It took me a long time to appreciate it. There's something there, And some of my students are terrific. What do they call that? वो मुंह से आवाज बनाते हैं. Beatbox. A lot of my students do be, and oh God, it's joy to be with them. Hours can go by. So this is what you do. You say dum 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 dum. I'm giving the same bass. The second one, dum 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 dum. The second, dum 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 dum, and then dum 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 dum. That's the last one. Now you see this. Now a painter can see this, and a musician can feel this. Sorry, did someone say this? Did someone say something? Okay. All right. It depends on who you are. And this presently is drawn 2-dimension. I made this slide. So that's why it's all Tidamida also a little bit. This is graphic. You can only play this. So I do not want to take the time now to play, but each of this can be illustrated. This lecture is yours, of course. And nobody for me does it better than Nusrat Sahab. So there are various versions of the Allahu. And what a terrific exercise. Today, because we are in an architecture class, I'll rely on another Sahab. But, this particular video, for example, is the best example of how a musician chooses it. This is what, see, I can't play music. I can, we can sit together and we can sing. But this is what I can do today for you. Notations. This is how you use a scale. So you have octaves in sound. Okay. So you can do you can make the re as the sa. Re, sa, sa. You can take any sa, place it wherever. These are your scales. Now in the scale, you arrange these notes. You see the gap between the notes? That is the rhythm. And then you see those black dots like the birds? Those black dots are your notes. So scale set, tempo set or pulse set, and then the tabalchi will pick on those with a percussion. So that becomes your pulse, and then your notes can move like these birds. So this is this, and this is this. It is exactly the same. So So this is the famous Mozart's one. So कि मैं एक पागल आवारा इतना ना मुझसे तू प्यार जता. You understand? Now this is something that a musician feels, but this is something an Anand Iyer can write because you are somewhere else. You said, so they give these notation sheets. So in the notation, you can go somewhere else and you can play exactly the same. So you recreate the rhythm. So Mr. Mendonça and Berry Saab would know this song from 30, 40 years ago. Raj Kapoor took it in a way, no, Madan Mohan did from Mozart. But this is to tell you that once you set an octave, you set a tempo. Yeah, and you can actually play this. And my daughter played another film song yesterday, and it is the same thing. You can actually play the music in a certain way. The rhythm is this pulse under that allows you to play your melody or your tones. Yeah. So drums, percussion automatically pick up the rhythm. You know, there is tal and then there is lay. Once you have the tal and the lay, then you have the sur. Yeah, this is how music typically goes. This goes into dance as well. What dance does is it uses space, but then it uses the body as an element, and then it uses all the other props that the body may need. Now, this first example is a sculpture. It's frozen. It's like an object. People like to keep it in their shelves. But you must understand that it is signifying something. It is like a photograph in time. It is like a point in time. And that point is only illustrating that this whole thing. What is this dance? It's a cosmic dance. It is, you know, astrophysicists say that even now, if you use only sonar, you can hear the universe expanding. You can hear it. There is a frequency of sound the universe is giving back. And if you start asking yourself, हम किधर हैं यार, हम अर्थ किधर है, solar system किधर है, Milky Way किधर है, you understand, you realize that there is one great big dance happening. Okay, and again, it has to be Nusrat. Nusrat's Allah who captures this dance. And this person you see in this sculpture here is the dancer. He is not making anybody dance. It is the dance itself. He is the dance. If you understand the dancer, then you can be the dancer. The dancer is within. There it is. So you can measure it. Then architects can measure it. You can put drawings. That's the central square. And then you can do this, the sketch I made with, when you see, when you need 4 hands, you probably need 2 people. So dancers in front of me had done this, and I sketched this out, and you suddenly realize, again, like I said, you have to watch a dance to feel the rhythm. And those of you who dance, blessed people. Those of you who sing, even, you know, also blessed people, because then you can feel the rhythm, then you can come back and do architecture. Yeah. So dancers probably know what I'm saying about moving. Then comes the abhinaya and the mudra. But first is to get into the tempo, and for that they make you do a lot of physical exercises. This is rhythm in dance, rhythm in other arts. So now you don't have space and time in prose and poetry. So there's a lovely verse that I have from T.S. Eliot, Burnt Norton, 4 quartets. That's the name of the poem. And this vase moves, you see, it doesn't need to move like a dancer. But you keep looking at it and in your mind it turns. Yeah, right there. Poetry uses rhyme and meter. You know, you have all the chandas and the matra. You have rhyme, A, B, B, A, A, B, A, B, you know. So some of my favorite poets, some use some meters. Isme space time nahi aata hai. I thought I should use it, but this is the important point where we need to sign off. You know, ये man-made arts की बात नहीं है. Man is only a mimic. Man is only a mimic. We only copy. We discover. Where we mimic it from is where Nataraja is dancing, for example, or where Vishnu is showing himself. This is nature, this is cosmology. इसको समझ के हम अपने तरीके से करते हैं. So Kudrat does it in cycles. Trees, coconut tree grows and a mango tree grows. It is good for some classifying person like me or somebody, Aristotle, to kind of say tree. वो ट्री नहीं होता है यार, कोकोनट ट्री होता है, मैंगो ट्री होता है, 1000 किस्म का मैंगो ट्री होता है, और मैंगो ट्री को पता है समर कब आता है. यू अंडरस्टैंड? एंड कोकोनट ट्री को पता है विंड कहां से चल रहा है. सो इट विल ओनली बिकम अ पीच ट्री, सेज मास्टर शिफू टू पो इन द फिल्म कुंग फू पांडा. ओ यार वही बनेगा, और वो अपने लय को पहचाने ना, लय जो है उसके अंदर, वो मैंगो ट्री बनेगा. आप चाहोगे ना तो भी मैंगो सीड में से कोकोनट ट्री नहीं बनेगा. कैसे पता? ये फाइलोटैक्सिस से पता है. अरेंजमेंट ऑफ लीव्स अराउंड अ स्टेम, पेटल्स अराउंड अ stamen. This, I'm sure your faculty has shown you this. I can give you the exact Fibonacci series number for sunflower seeds. But Kudrat jo hai, Kudrat, like Berry Saab said, I'm not an architect, I'm a student. Student ही तो बनना है. Kudrat ने Fibonacci series थोड़ी पढ़ा है. Kudrat ने तो अपने context को जाना है. And that context consists of these cycles. I'm telling you, close your eyes, close your ears, and you can feel your breathing. And your skin will tell you whether it is summer or winter. And your breathing will adjust accordingly. So will your pulse. It has been doing that since you born, even without asking your permission. That is the Kudrat inside you. Okay, so the sunflower only knows that it has to pack more seeds in a smaller area, because that is the amount of sun it is able to catch and the birds it is able to attract. That is how that pattern comes. The last one I just drew last night, it's a rangoli my mother has been making since a long time. Okay, this is a pattern. I mirror flipped it because it has to match the sunflower spiral. There is a secret. I wish I can come to Mangaluru someday and draw rangolis with you. This is a 3-dot rangoli. I can draw a 5, 7, 9. Hindus love odd numbers. They are an odd people. And it is one line. It is not shapes. A single line completes this entire rangoli. And there is a formula under it. So I can keep changing the numbers and keep drawing interesting patterns for you. And don't think ये आनंद सर क्रिटिकल थियरी पढ़ के रंगोली, हाँ यार रंगोली बनाते हैं, डैम इट, मजा कर, ऐश करो ना यार, बनाओ रंगोली. Who said that only X can make रंगोली? I can make रंगोली. And it is not a question of क्योंकि मैं कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि उसमें से मजा आता है. I'll tell you something very interesting. I hope you can see this. ये लेक्चर की बात नहीं है. I'll show you something that I did yesterday. We made idlis in the house. I cook as well. And वो साला डब्बे में आ नहीं रहा है. जितने साइज का डब्बा है ना, उतना इडली आ नहीं रहा है. उसको बंद भी करना है ढक्कन के साथ, तो आ नहीं रहा है. So this is it. I don't know if you can see this. This is what I did to arrange the idlis. I got a series of photographs. I hope you saw it anyway. I packed more idlis in than you can do horizontally, because that is the way. अरे मैं रिदम पढ़ाऊंगा तो ये नहीं करूंगा, इतना नहीं करूंगा क्या? पर ये कहां से सीखेंगे हम? ये माँ को रंगोली बनाते हुए सीखेंगे, एलियट का पोएट्री पढ़ते हुए सीखेंगे, और बीओडी का क्लास और व्हाटएवर यू कॉल इट, डिजाइन प्रिंसिपल्स के क्लास में सनफ्लावर को देख के सीखेंगे. एंड देन वी टेक इट अप इन आवर लाइव्स. दैट इज हाउ यू स्टार्ट ट्यूनिंग इन. Now this is rhythm. Now जानबूझ के ना, between every two I've used the same pattern. So for this I have used this. So you see this is again the same thing. मुझे बताओ, plastic arts का problem, plastic art is only space. Time is only through the movement of the viewer. इंसान उसके अंदर बाहर जाता है तो टाइम आता है, वरना वो बन चुका है, वो प्लास्टिक है. एक बार मॉडल हो चुका है, इट यूजेस द मटेरियल. सो नाउ दिस इज द सेम थिंग नो, जो मैंने आपके लिए पहले बजाया या पोएट ने लिखा. So this is an A, B, C, B, C, B, C, B, A. So the A's are at the end, the B's and the C's are coming together, and just see that there is a center C. Yeah, then it moves. So you got this sense of center, you got a sense of repetition, but you also got a sense of start and beginning. Now start and beginning can be in a series, but start and beginning can also be in a plane from side to side. This is here from this book, and this is how buildings get made, and this is how you capture a pulse in space and then allow somebody to walk in time and feel it. So you let the viewer, spectator, go through your building and feel it because it unravels. You see, now आर्किटेक्चर के ये एलिमेंट्स हैं. नुसरत साहब के लिए सारे गामा पधनिसा है, या मोजार्ट के लिए डो रे मी फा सोल ला टी है. हमारे लिए ये है, ये एलिमेंट्स हैं. इनको हम इन प्रिंसिपल्स को यूज करते हैं. दिस इज क्लस्टरिंग, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. फिर ये एस्पेक्ट्स हैं. ये सी कॉलम, ऐसे दुनिया में कॉलम नहीं होता, दुनिया में पत्थर होता है या ईंट होता है या कंक्रीट होता है. उसे कॉलम आपको बनाना है. यू टू मेक द कॉलम. सो लाइफ कम्स इन मटीरियल्स. Every material brings its own technology. Brick will only transfer load or work in the way of brick. You know, Louis Kahn is a lovely person for this. I hope to end this lecture with him. The structure comes along with the technology that the material prefers. So you cannot make a sand arch. Okay, you can make a brick arch. You can make a concrete arch, but then you're cheating. It does not work in the same way. You might as well make a concrete lintel. You know, for brick to become a lintel, it will try to fool itself like a flat arch. So a flat arch is a brick trying to be horizontal, and a concrete arch is concrete trying to just fool everybody. You must try and understand this. और ये ना एक social and cultural context में आता है. So Trabeate system है, column है. So if you look at the Parthenon has a certain tradition, a certain respect for the Doric. And अंदर जो है एथीना है, एथीना का इस ऑर्डर से रिलेशन है. So Doric is different from Ionic, is different from Corinthian. ये पद्धति है, ये संस्कृति है. वहां के संस्कृति के मुताबिक वहां की जरूरियत विच इज फंक्शन को देखते हुए, बिकॉज यू कैन जस्ट यू नो आर्किटेक्चर इज इट्स एन अप्लाइड आर्ट. उसके लिए फंक्शन चाहिए. यू नीड, इट नीड्स एप्लीकेशन. बिना एप्लीकेशन के आर्किटेक्चर नहीं होता है. फिर उस पद्धति और उस फंक्शन के लिए यू चूज मटीरियल्स. नाउ ये सारा हाथ में लेने के बाद गेम शुरू होता है. तो गेम तो अभी शुरू ही, आप समझ रहे हो रिदम कहां पे है. रिदम इज आफ्टर यू हैव गॉट अ ग्रिप ऑफ प्लेइंग एनफ. तो इट इज लाइक टेस्ट मैच खेलना है या T20 खेलना है, वो बाद में खेलना है. पहले बॉल का वजन जान लो, बॉल की रफ्तार जान लो, बैट का वजन जान लो, बैट का आपके बॉडी के साथ रिलेशन. यू अंडरस्टैंड, यू नीड टू डू ऑल ऑफ दिस, एंड आफ्टर दैट यू से टेस्ट मैच है ना, ठीक है. इसका पेस ही अलग होगा टेस्ट मैच का. द वे माई बॉडी मूव्स, द वे माई माइंड वर्क्स इन अ टेस्ट मैच is going to be different from the way my mind works for an IPL. In an IPL, I need to be that conscious that it has this many overs, or in a T20. Play. There is no amount of time you can play with the elements at your disposal. But be very conscious about the principles with which you use them. Architecture uses this. There, then you can see rhythm. अगर आपको यहाँ दिखा, actually अगर आपको यहाँ दिखा, तो आपको यहाँ दिखेगा. This is the architect who has used it. Can you see A columns, B columns, C columns, A columns, B columns, and then the roof is another element, no? So first floor The clerestory have different elements. Rhythm is continuing in both of them, but they need not be the same rhythm. So the top floor has another rhythm. The roof has a constant rhythm of spanning. You can see the A, B, and C. I don't need to illustrate this. You just see this. I'm telling you, all you need to do is visit buildings and look for ABC. That's how you become good at this. This is what people have done. ये by mistake नहीं बने हैं ये मकान. ये मकान by mistake नहीं बनता है. Circle कभी by mistake नहीं बनता. Circle बना के ही बनता है. Right angle बना के ही बनता है. This is the Parthenon, Palladio, and Michelangelo, Piazza di Campidoglio in Rome. हमारे ही जमाने में लोगों ने बनाए हैं. ये यूज होता है. From windows to the overall building, to the city, you can use this. And I'm sure your faculty has taught you about the Fibonacci series and the golden section. But it actually can be used. And if you look at this central building, this Sullivan, and you see he's trying to make suddenly a building which is 30 plus, 50 plus stories high. So he's trying to evolve a new rhythm called base, and a new rhythm called body, and on the top called height, head. Ye hai nahi. So, but look at that. That is different. I hope you see my cursor. Aurobindo, can you see my cursor?
Yes,
Okay.
we can. We can see.
Good. So you see there is another rhythm here, shop front. इस rhythm में entrance. ये entrance building का है. Okay? ये entrance अंदर shop का है. ये different होता है. बुलंद दरवाजा बड़ा क्यों है? क्योंकि बुलंद दरवाजा भारत का एंट्री है. अकबर is shorter than Anand Iyer. Akbar is about 5 foot 1 inch or 2 inches. तो दरवाजा इतना बड़ा क्यों? उसको 2 हाथी पे बिठाओगे तो भी बड़ा होगा बुलंद दरवाजा. But try and understand दरवाजा किस चीज का है. दरवाजा वो अकबर का नहीं है. वो अकबर का bed will also be 6 feet only like Anand's. Now this is a shop front. This is the mezzanine of the shop different. This is the first floor which a bank or someone can use. And this takes the sun because here you need display. Here you don't need display. So it goes in, you see, and recesses the window. There is a separate rhythm, and iska base is compared to the height of the building. You look at this ABC. And this is what I'm saying, this is what, and you look at this. My God, here. And what a master to make this floor separate from this floor, yeah, and then just accentuate this. Oh my God, they are the same actually. But you can actually emphasize, emphasis. Then you get this rhythm, then you get this rhythm. It is endless. Now people like this, Wright is of course Sullivan's protege, student, who can see this. I'm telling you, I mean, I don't know, it came up when Mr. Berry was talking about this. You need to be mad to do certain, you need to fall in love. You know, I don't know who was it, Aurobindo suddenly brought up somewhere that Air Force or pilot, yeah. Then what happened is I fell in love. I fell in love with architecture. खत्म हो गई बात. You एक बार दिखने लगेगा ना तो फिर हर चीज में दिखेगा. If you start following this person's life and this person's life, and you understand the pace and the rhythm at which these people are operating, it is easier when it is formal. Okay, this is your Dakshin Chitra or something. This is how it traditionally is. It's there everywhere. You need to breathe. You need to feel. Then you need to measure, draw, and make. And then you realize that toilets are always that size. You know, rooms are always that size. It is here. कोई तकलीफ नहीं है. All around us is rhythm. You need to breathe. You need to see, you need to measure, you need to draw, you need to make, and then you need to change. Then you become better at making. So first make what you see, then make what you don't see. And whenever you are in trouble about making something new, make something old, remake it, break it up, reorganize it, and you'll have something new. Okay, कोई इन्वेंटर नहीं है, हम सब डिस्कवरर हैं. There is not a person who can say मैंने इन्वेंट किया. वो कुछ इन्वेंट नहीं करते यार, अंदर से आता है, डिस्कवर होता है. And in our times, ऐसा नहीं है कि पुराने जमाने की बात कर रहा हूं. In our times, can you see the A, B, and C? Look carefully, and the A, B, and C's will know. Now, practicing architects know this. Students will get to know this. Toilets होते हैं, ducts होते हैं, office window होता है, storage होता है. These rhythms talk to you. You make a hotel or you make an office block, and these rhythms come. You need to ask the structure to help you play the rhythm, like a guitar string. Like a guitar string. Then you pluck them properly. Yeah. India, the context is different. This is not as this is India. Formal India, the culture is different. The context is different. I'll take a lecture each probably for each of these buildings, but the rhythm in these buildings expresses differently from the rhythm that we have seen elsewhere. Yeah. Rameshwaram is probably, oh my God, इससे ज़्यादा rhythm मैंने सन्न हो जाता है. You can sit here for a couple of hours and feel the space vibration. Okay, that's how these places are made. I'm going to end with understanding the rhythm here. So therefore, rhythm is a pattern in space or time, systematic, but it kind of reveals कि overarching या underlying. मेरे लिए ये दोनों वर्ड काफी सिमिलर हो जाते हैं. Implicit है, दिख नहीं रहा है, पर है. There is an order of the arrangement of things. Now here is the connection to nature or to life. और ये जो सुंदर क्या है, सुंदर क्या है, सुंदर कौन है, सुंदर क्या चीज सुंदर होती है, जिसमें से हमें you feel nice, सुख प्राप्ति होती है, joy होता है. But then what also happens in beauty is you remember. You say, अरे यार ये तो देख वो बिल्कुल उसके जैसा है ना, और मुझे बचपन की याद आ गई या कुछ हो गया. This is association. Intrigue यार, ऐसा क्यों है? You know, you go back to this Taj Mahal. You know, यहाँ पे सीढ़ी है, छुपा दिया है इस दीवार से. Because this is a perfect model. And it's like a model, it's like a toy. That's why they sell you those models. And you don't know how tall a human being is. A human being is not even that tall. A human being is much lesser. Now, you know the thing that will blow away the secret. और सबको बता देगा कि ये कितना ऊंचा है. सीढ़ी लगा दोगे ना यहाँ पे, तो जितने स्टेप्स है ना, वो आंख खुद काउंट कर लेगा, वो बता देगा, सीक्रेट खुल जाएगा पूरा. So this architect has hidden these stairs. For those of you who have gone to the Taj Mahal, ये अंदर से horizontal चढ़ते हैं. So he's hidden these stairs so that you see, so there is mystery. जाना कैसे? Then you go up and you see a completely different Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal that you've been seeing from distance is different from the Taj Mahal that you see once you reach the podium. The whole dome vanishes. The building becomes something else. Then it becomes a mausoleum. Yeah, it becomes a resting place. So, ये जो beauty है, it does not need to be complete or closed always. It can also have layering. Like music plays out in time. सारी कहानी पहले नहीं पता चल जाती. कविता में भी पढ़ना पड़ता है और उसके बाद पूछते हैं कवि कहना क्या चाहते हैं. What does the poet wish to say? And there you get that. And then you realize कि आपको वहां तक पहुंचाने के लिए वो कैसे आपको ले आया है. So this beauty can be universal principles like I'm trying to show you, but it can also be cultural principles. And all I'm saying is, ये क्या लय है? What is this rhythm you are discovering? Is it in the building? It is of course in the building. But where did it come from? It came from inside. You studied nature, or you studied some other cycles, and then you sent it through you, and it came out as columns or it came out as domes. तो खुद ही है. It is your discovery. It is your feeling of the rhythm that you have explained. So this is discovery. Finally, to end all lectures, and again, Allah who comes back beautifully, it is the discovery of oneself where you find this. So Vastu Shastra में दो terms हैं. One is Sukha Darshanam, which is aesthetics in the object. So Vitruvius says Venustas, वो beauty चीज में है. और सुरम्यम, अच्छा किसे लग रहा है, सुख कहां प्राप्त हो रही है, वो इनर डिलाइट है. सो द रिदम ऑफ सीइंग द ताजमहल, या हज करते हैं या बालाजी को देखने जाते हैं, वो आपके घर से शुरू होता है. इट इज नॉट एक्सपेक्टेशन, इट इज नॉट बिल्ड अप, इट इज अनरेवलिंग, खुलता है. ये कहानी की शुरुआत आपने जब घर में तय किया ना चलेंगे हज, तब शुरू होता है. दिस इज द रिदम. Okay, and then finally it culminates in that building. So Balaji is not a building. Balaji is a power. Hajj is a power. Well, the Taj Mahal is also a building. अगर आपने उस जर्नी का रिदम एंजॉय किया तो आप उस मकान के रिदम में भी घुस सकते हैं. अगर आप आर्किटेक्ट हैं तो आप केवल उस मकान के रिदम में घुसे, बस बहुत है. बट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये सब एक है. आप डॉक्टर से अलग नहीं हो, आप इंजीनियर से अलग नहीं हो, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू योर प्रोफेशन, डॉक्टर अलग पल्स देखता है और आप अलग पल्स देखिएगा. आप प्रैक्टिस अलग कीजिएगा उसी पल्स का. Yeah, so this is how I would say understanding this thing. I'll just stop just for a minute to check. Are you all with me? Are you Aurobindo, how do you think it is going? Sir, how do you think it's going?
Great, Anand, great.
All right, you're with me, no? Good. So if there are any pressing questions, please have at them. Or Aurobindo, do you want me to change anything? The way I'm saying?
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir. You can continue, sir.
Okay.
But we will have to the second session. We will have to start. You will need a 5-10 minutes break, maybe, and then we will have to start at 10:45.
I understand. So I've already shot in. Is it, or it ended at 11? Is it?
Yes.
It starts at 11. The other one.
Anand, my
10:45.
suggestion is, may I interject, please? Anand?
Are you there?
Anand?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So I think to compensate for the the time that you lost at the start, I think you can extend the session 15 minutes from what was originally planned.
Sure.
And I think between sessions, I think you two need a break. I think I would suggest that you have a break of at least 10 minutes. Have some liquids close to you because it's a long session ahead. Okay. Yeah.
No, very kind of you. Very kind of you.
And,
So now I'll get
Arvind will say a notice 5 minutes close to each session so that that there is.
Cool. Aurobindo, you can just interrupt me and say 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But now, students, I hope you guys are there and awake, and I hope this is exciting. We will interact later, and you must give me feedback through Mr. Mendonza at least, or Aurobindo. I'll get back to my presentation, and असली आर्किटेक्चर तो अभी आएगा. या cancel, you present tab, which is this. Share. Are you back? Can you see this slide part 2?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
So now so this person came to help me when I was struggling कि कैसे बताएं रिदम को. या मास्टर, एब्सोल्यूट मास्टर, एंड एक मकान काफी है, सिर्फ एक मकान टू शो. Talking to Mr. Berry yesterday, he came up, and I cannot do justice to the work that he's done in his life. There are more than 400 different structures. there are bridges, there are palaces, there are tombs, there are mosques, there are military buildings. But we are studying rhythm. So I chose just one building, and it's important for us to see this. This is him. You can read all about him. I'm not going to go into this. A very different person. Mr. Berry put his finger on the nub when he said purity of heart, as beats goes. But the word I would use instead is piety. And, this is a Judeo-Christian sense, which I think even Mr. Mendonça will relate to. He was a pious man. He was a good, God-fearing, lover of fellow human beings man. That piety leads to truth. You understand? That is where to be.
We cannot hear you, sir.
Sorry? You lost me? Is it better now?
Yes, sir, it is clear. Actually, I think there is a problem with Arvindo sir's net. You can continue.
Sure. Thanks. So, that is where the piety for this man comes in, but I won't go into his life here. Now, this is the problem that we have, or he had, and this comes out beautifully in his autobiography, and you should read it. It's a very bulky book, of course, but it was there in our library, and it was a lovely thing for me. There's a building built 1,000 years before him, and then again renovated 500 years before him. This is the Santa Sophia, or the Hagia Sophia, in Istanbul, Constantinople as it was known then. Temple, actually, it is a temple for another religion, which later became a church, Santa Sophia. So therefore, you have a certain rhythm here. You have, and this is a lecture in itself. I can't spend too much time here, but you can see this A, and you can see A dash, which is a smaller a, but this is half an A, and this is quarter of an A. You understand? And this quarter then becomes this. So this is how you must do this. You must draw on this, but there is a processional route. You see, you go from here to here. The altar is here of Christ. This is, so in a way, that's the nave, that's the aisles. There are choirs, there are vespers, there is baptistry. Everything can happen according to a Christian tradition. But this is the scale of that space. And this is how it is. Okay, now you have Suleiman, who is the emperor, Suleiman the Magnificent. And Suleiman, after when he's emperor and he desires a mosque, he takes Sinan aside and he says, build me a mosque, and it should be like the Hagia Sophia. And then this is beautiful, because Sinan writes in his this is how it looks from the outside, and Sinan writes in his autobiography, once the Magnificent has said it, you pretty much take it as a given, because it's God on earth. But उन्हें मैं कैसे समझाऊं कि वो उनके नजरिए का भगवान और हमारे नजरिए का भगवान ही अलग है. The way God is imagined, God is not a thing. It is no thing. But the way it is imagined by us is different. Now, what is the ways in which you feel? A terrific way in which architects can understand God, unlike Nusrat Sahab, who understands it through Sur, is light. And if you look at the light in this place, it's a heavy structure. The light comes in from above, where the structure is lighter. You can afford to be lighter. You see, it's a gravity structure. Heavier at the bottom, lighter on top. So the light comes in from top, which works very well with a Christian sensibility of praying. So there is a processional route here. Okay. And I'd love to demonstrate. Look up at the altar, at Christ, the crucifix, or as your the associations. Maybe you look up, and he came down from heaven in a form that his father chose for us and suffered as we did. वो पनाह भगवान का ऊपर है. He comes from heaven, so the light shines from top, and that is the divine blessings. You bask in वो. He is the shepherd. You are the sheep. You understand? वो किस चीज के shepherd है वो. So that बरकत comes from top, and that light comes from top. That suits the gravity structure. Now, this is not what the Muslim does. In Islam, the height of prayer is touching your head to the ground. And at that time, oh, God is not up there, yaar. God is all around. All of you pray together. God is in you. He is in all of you. And that light has to surround you. And you have to feel the light. So therefore it has to come from the side. Sinan writes this in his autobiography. इनको कैसे बताऊं कि इस स्ट्रक्चर के जैसा दिखना चाहिए, पर मुझे करना है Islamic prayer. So from a bulky structure like this is what he is doing. And now we start. So therefore see what he does. This is the Liwan. This is outside. You come in. This is the outer. So I'm not going to get into all of this. You can find it in any book. You come in, these are the cloisters where people can seek shelter after having come in. That's the Liwan. You do Wazu, and you come in. There is a separate lecture I have on Nabi, peace be upon him, which I hope to do sometime, and you realize the joy of that religion, that particular religion. And then you come in, and this is the space. Now see suddenly what he's done. He's chosen a square. You, in a sense, you're getting this single space. You're getting 4 independent columns. You are getting A, but you suddenly get 4 half A's. You see? And the half A's can further go down depending on the level at which you're cutting the plan to become the A dashes and the A double dashes, depending on what level you're cutting the plan. But what happens is this suddenly becomes a centralized organization. The mosque is only notionally directional. It faces Makkah. Okay, so the mihrab is there, but it is only notional. The space is not directional, like the church, like the going up to the altar is. There is no directionality in the space. There is directionality in the direction of prayer. That's all you need. So he gets centrality in the space, keeping just the mihrab as an indication here. Yeah. So now this is what he does. So if you look at this now. Now you start feeling the rhythms here, and you start feeling the rhythms here. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this 5 different? Zoom in and see. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 on both sides. Look at the side on here. Look at it here. How does the dimension match? Count. Measure. Wall thickness will change because the height is changing. These are the tools you work with. And find out how did he manage to bring this. This is the size of A. This is the size of A, but it has a different height here. And what is this? This is 2A. Now try and measure this in your drawing. These are plans at different levels, and they start revealing a story to you. Now you see this. Now you see the A and a B right up here. It stops here. So only one side of this courtyard, which till now we didn't think, we thought it was all the same. Sirf is line ko utha liya hai. Yeah. Now that is the direction of prayer, you see. So Liwan maybe this one side goes up. The domes remain the same. That is because the rest of the volumes are going to go up. Yeah. And then his minarets come in. This is how the domes lead up. Now you see what I'm talking about. This is the human being. I hope you can see this. The human being is right there in the corner here. This is the market. This is a sitting human being. This is the height of that building. So there is a rhythm here which corresponds to the marketplace. There is a rhythm here which corresponds to the market. And see this, and I could do this in Brunelleschi, I could do this in Michelangelo. I'm doing this today with Sinan. There is a separate one for the first floor where you do not have people or material coming in, and then you get the rhythm of the larger structure here, which simply becomes bigger and bigger. You see, till it is almost one. There is one over here going all the way down, while these are minor rhythms. So that is how the structure is cascading down. Actually, it is building up, but the rhythm is cascading down. So these are Levins. This is also what he does. I can't even get into his geometric obsession, but this is how much fun the man can have with a corner between two rhythms. This is the behind. This is the mihrab wall, and just this one corner. How to solve the corner? There is beauty in every single part of the building. I'm concerning myself only with a structural rhythm for light. Yes?
It's nearly, it's 10:53. So we will end this section at 11. Take a 10-minute break, and then 11:10 we'll start again.
Thank you. Lovely. I'll just go very quickly over this. So this is how much fun you can have. This is a Rangoli. Only thing is it's in 3D. It's a 3D Rangoli. And you guys with computers can do it so much better than I can. And this is 2D. Now this is what happens to the space. I've been talking rhythm in structure. But you see what has happened? He suddenly made it one room. One room. One big dome. Even the Hagia Sophia had a large dome. You didn't feel, now where did so much light come in from the base? This is what the Muslim does. He does his namaz, he does his prayer here, and the light comes in from the side. ये आदमी gravity structure नहीं बनाया क्या? ये क्या स्टील में बनाया मकान? इसने भी पत्थर में बनाया, पर इसने जो है लाइट को साइड. This is how you break it down, and the rhythm helps you get light from the side. So the light comes from the side. When the Muslimin prays, the light comes in and surrounds you along with all your brothers who are the same. This is the unity of the single brotherhood of Islam, as an architect only can do. I have not seen a better illustration of what the Prophet, peace be upon him, tried to tell us through his words, translated into structure. All of us are the same. All directions are the same. You just choose one to orient yourself. Equality amongst everyone. Yeah. I will not get into the Selimiye because it's another and we need to keep short of time, but I'm saying that you improve yourself. So after this, it gets even better. I hope to do a session later on the Selimiye with you. It becomes sublime. This notion of who the God is becomes sublime while it remains in the language of the Hagia Sophia. This is how much fun somebody can have. The number of elements that he's playing with here, and that's him right there. And you know, the next session is going to be with final year kind of students, and I'd like final year guys to kind of know this. Find your Sinan. Find him. He's inside. He's right now inside you. He's not in Turkey. That is who you need to find. What are you building for? How capable are you? Nothing is impossible. This is Sinan's tomb. Dekho kaisa hai. This is not Suleiman's tomb, Baba. He is not an emperor. He is a simple architect. This is how he started one of his first buildings. Another year doesn't teach these buildings, but everybody has to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere. I started teaching somewhere. I started learning somewhere. But the other is the height to which you can go. This is what you take as an example to study. And this is how you are able to translate it. You see this? कितना फर्क पड़ गया, और ये सारा फर्क मेरे हिसाब से रिदम में ही पड़ा है, रिदम के कारण ही बना है ये मकान. Absolutely similar. An emperor cannot make out the difference. You can, I can. And that's the Selimiye, which is even further. We'll do another session on this. The amount of light that he can get in the Selimiye compared to the light in the Hagia Sophia. Now you realize the magician he is. Just magician. If God is light, this is the architect as magician. Yeah. And this is what final year guys, you can be, your name can also be on a 10,000 rupee note if you want. So even today, if you go, you get his. So you can be famous. But like Mr. Berry said, there is lots of mehnat behind it. Students work. Student of Mimar Sinan happened to come here. So you must read Elif Shafak, The Apprentice, if you write reading fiction. He does this in a very nice way. I'm going to end very quickly by reading this. The lecture is of course yours. The words are Louis Kahn. मैं तो सिर्फ मीडियम हूँ, पर ये पढ़ने लायक है रिदम के लिए. Design is form making in order. Form emerges out of a system of construction. Growth is a construction. मगर order is the creative force. वो अंदर से ग्रो करता है. डिजाइन इज द मीन्स. कैसे, ये है क्या. Okay? Nature of space reflects what it wants to be. Is it like this? In the nature of space is the spirit. उसको पूछो, and it must follow a will. Look at the statement. Therefore, a stripe painted horse is not a zebra. Before a railroad station is a building, it wants to be a street. First, figure out centrality in the mosque. That is the order. And that, how will you get centrality? Or read the Quran, yeah, for God's sake, and try to find out what is this God? Where is this God? Who am I? When will he come? Where will he come from? Where will he come from? Left or right? क्या बकवास है? God will not come from left or right. Through the nature, why? Through the order, what? Through the design, how? Narvi grows an arch, Fuller grows a dome, Sinan grows things. I want each of you to ask, tum kaun ho? Mozart's compositions, and we just did that. They are designs. Designs encourage more designs. They derive their imagery from order. Style में मत जाओ. Style is adopted order. Style से कुछ नहीं होगा. Style से दिखेगा. Style से बनेगा नहीं. The same order created elephant and created man. Yeah. Order does not imply beauty. सुंदर दिखने के लिए order नहीं होता है. मैं सुंदर हूं, आप सुंदर, हम सब सुंदर हैं, but try to not fix beauty. Try to realize the beauty. No, design is not making beauty. Beauty selections है, affinities है. मुझे ये पसंद है, तुम्हें वो पसंद है. Beauty integration है. चीजें सुसंगत हुई. Beauty प्यार से आता है. There comes a love, and I love the way these buildings are made. Order is comes from another level, and from what it wants to be, you become, the unknown comes to the known, and then you can take up your familiar, the forms and all of that, and do this. Yeah. In a rush, that is rhythm with some help from Sinan. Yeah. I hope that is of some use or some interest to you. Can I have some reactions, please?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So we will take a 10 minutes break, and please stay online. We will just start after sir has had a break at least.
Sure. And students, I mean, I'm not doing this for Aurobindo or Mr. Mendonza or whoever. I'm actually, well, selfishly, I'm doing it for myself because I want to do this, but I'm doing it for you. If you have questions, please send them to Aurobindo. Yeah. And if you have any desires, if you think I should explain or further or doubts, or if you didn't hear something clearly, please write it to Aurobindo. He can compile it and share it to me. Yeah. So, yeah, we don't have time, but 10-minute break and then for the final years, is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'll invite everybody to remain, even the junior also to remain, so that we can get something.
Pleasure. Yeah. All right.